Hey everybody, this week I chose to talk about flip instruction, what it is, what it looks like, its pros and cons, how it can be used in a classroom as well as in PDG or in talking and discussions with parents. Now, there's an ever growing number of teachers that are turning to flipped instruction within their classrooms. So you're probably wondering, what is flipped instruction? Well, flip instruction is often referred to as backwards classrooms or reversed instruction. Now, Whitehead, Jensen, and Bosch explain that when using flipped instruction, students must study the material using several mediums and then come prepared for discussion in class. Basically, it turns the student not only into the learner but the teacher, and then it turns the teacher into a facilitator. Now, this type of instruction um, offers many opportunities to educators, not only in the classroom, but also when they're doing PDG training, as well as when they're trying to get important information out to parents. We're going to talk a little bit about what the pros and cons of that are and what that kind of looks like. Now, within the classroom, utilizing flipped instruction frees up time that can be better used for in-depth discussion and practice. It allows the students the freedom to follow extra avenues of research that they may find interesting as they're learning, and then bring that extra bit of knowledge to the table to share. It also puts the learning process back on them. If a child is involved in their research and learning, instead of listening to a teacher drone on about an area of content, the student will be more likely to retain information. However, if the student doesn't follow the guidelines and complete the area of study beforehand, the class will not be able to have the in-depth discussions that they need to have for a better, deeper learning, because the teacher will need to reteach that information. Now, for training and parent discussion, flip instruction can be greatly beneficial. By having the information available for pre-reading, whether it's teachers or parents alike, they'll be able to be better prepared. They will be able to have their questions ready when they go in. They're ready to talk about it. It helps combat any misconceptions. And it also allows them, like students, to be able to dig deeper in areas that they may be confused about so that they're more prepared when the meeting comes, or even just so that they can maybe find information that they didn't have before that might benefit the school or the classroom. Now, flipped classroom does mean less direct contact and instruction in the first part of learning. However, by setting up face-to-face as well as virtual meetings or group learning objectives, one can ensure that individuals are staying connected with each other. Also, by setting learning questions throughout the process that need to be answered, say creating those questions to be answered online throughout the research, an educator is able to combat the human condition of not completing their work, because let's be honest, if a lot of people, if they don't have something concrete that's going to have them checked on something, they're not going to do it. However, there are a lot of pros and cons. And if done right, flipped classroom can have a lot of positive effects.